Hello. I got another light in here today, so hopefully we won't have issues with like so many shadows. Oh, and I'm echoing on my iPad there. That's fun. Okay, we're doing our mug tonight.
Mommy?
What, honey?
Oh, what about that?
Yeah, that's fine. Here, let me see.
We had to walk too.
Okay, go sit in my room or your room. Alrighty. Look, I cleaned up my threads and I put them in a bag last night. I knew you guys would be proud. And I'm gonna move my hoop stand. So we can stitch straight on. Okay. There. That light is way better than it was yesterday. I apologize. That was not good yesterday. Okay. So our colors are going to be, hold on. I've got a whole bunch of loose things going on. Okay. So we're going to do red, white, brown, gray. Okay, so our mug is red and our heart is white and our, let's see, make sure I have the right gray. Yep, our steam can be a mixture of white and gray. And then inside our mug, we can have coffee or hot chocolate, or you can pick something else if you're doing something else in your mug. Okay, so we've got lots of colors, lots of stuff going on. Okay, let's get started. Let me just pull this. It's a little loose there, which bugs me. Okay, let's first, I've been trying to decide if we should do the heart or the mug first. Hi, Lisa. I gotta pull this a little bit tighter. It's gonna bug me. Okay, that's a little better. Okay. All right, let's do the red first. And then we'll do the heart and the other stuff. Okay, so what we're gonna do is a break stitch. Where's my scissors? Cleaned up so well, I can't find anything anymore. Okay, So you could satin stitch this, or really you could do whatever you want. It's looking so great. Oh, thanks. I hope yours is looking great too. It's been so fun. So I'm going to brick stitch this, but you could do satin stitch if you want to keep everything smooth. I thought maybe like a, sorry, I've got stuff all over my table. If you're wanting to keep your mug smooth, I want a textured mug. So plus I like brick stitch. All right. So we're going to start on an edge and then work our way around. So I'm going to start over here, and brick stitch is stitches that lay in a brick pattern. So our first line, we're going to go ahead and just back stitch. We want to keep all of our stitches really as close to the same length as possible. Not too big, not too small. And then the fun happens on our second column. You guys, we got so much snow in Utah, well, northern Utah yesterday. I think we got like 8 inches. It's so wonderful. I love snow. Okay. So there's our first line. So then what we're gonna do, I went down in here. So I'm gonna come up to the top and keep it close like we do with a satin stitch. And then we're gonna go halfway to this stitch. And then we're gonna do the same thing. So we're gonna back stitch, but our stitches on this second one are gonna go between the two. We had an awful wind in Colorado. Oh, good. Maybe that's blowing your way the next. I have a friend in Colorado and she's like, we haven't got any snow yet. And I was like, wow, maybe this storm will head to you guys next, because we had terrible, terrible wind. Let's see, what's today? Today's Wednesday. So we had really awful wind like Monday and some of Tuesday. Oh gosh, that one wasn't good. Hold on. So maybe it's blowing towards you guys now. Okay, so that's it for brick stitch. We're just gonna go. So then our next column will be the same as the first. And we're just gonna fill this whole space. We had awful wind here in Michigan on Tuesday, and we're supposed to have wind tonight too. Oh, I do not like wind. It's my least favorite. My oldest daughter in Lincoln is NE, Nebraska, said it smells like smoke, lots of fires in NE and KS, Kansas and Nebraska, I think. I'm terrible at knowing which states. Oh, that's horrible. It's been horrible for fires these last couple years. We won't have fires again in Utah until summer again. You're right. Yay. Sorry, I gotta move this up just a little bit. Hold on. Okay, so this third row, I'm going in the same places as the first row. So we'll go up to here, and it's pretty much just like the middle of the second row, or it should be. I'm super worried about my phone dying, so I'm not going to do very much of this. I've had it plugged in for the last 20 minutes, but it didn't charge very much. I didn't realize how low it was until I was like finishing up dinner, listening to music, and I was like, ah! I was hoping to get to the heart so I could like go around it a little bit with you. I didn't realize there was still fires happening this late in the year. I'm just so used to Utah. Like, we just get cold by October and we have snow in November and December. Like, I don't really think about fires this late in the year. Whoop. Sorry, I hate when I do that. Let's see. I'll come down here. It's not normal. It was 70 degrees in Nebraska today. That's unheard of. Oh my gosh. That is so warm. That's like Arizona weather. Isn't Arizona still in the 70s this time of the year? Only it's cold here today. Lisa's in Arizona. 50 degrees in Arizona today. Where are you? Are you around Phoenix? Okay. I'm going to end that there just so I can move on. Chandler. Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're just going to do that. So when you get to places like by the heart, you're just going to stop at the line, okay? All right, I don't want to cut this off, so I'm just going to I just pull my thread over to like here and just pull it through, and then so it's out of the way. Sometimes I do that. 39 in LA. Oh my gosh. That's freezing for LA, isn't it? That's way too cold. Okay. So we're going to satin stitch the heart. I want it to be like the same. I'm going to use 6 strands because I use 6 for the brick stitch. I want to use 6 for the satin stitch on this. So they're the same like height. So if you're using less for your brick stitch, use less for the heart as well. So I'm going to use 6 and 6 because that's what I started with. So that's what I'm going to do. And then just make sure you're staying on your line so you keep your shape the way that you have it drawn on there. Oh my gosh, that is insanely cold for LA. I mean, that's pretty chilly for Utah. I mean, I know we get really, really cold, but on a 39-degree day, like we're all in coats. Do people in LA even have coats? That's the question. Did they cancel school or anything, Shelly? Once I get working on the hot chocolate, I'll tell you about my kids' school day today. We have had a week. I am so glad that Christmas break is coming. No, just sweatshirts. Oh man, that's cold. That's just too cold for no coats. Okay, so because this is going to be rounded, I'm going to do the same thing that I usually do on a rounded edge. I'm going to go up at an angle, down at an angle. No, we don't cancel school for the cold. I just wondered if the schools had heaters in them. That's why I wondered. Because it's just so hot there all the time. Okay, so there's our heart. We rarely cancel school around here. Even like 8 inches of snow doesn't stop us from sending kids to school. So after I finish the brick stitch around this, I might go and back stitch around this heart depending on how it looks. I've had my friend's baby here all week, so I haven't done much stitching during the day, and I'm usually too tired at the end of the day to finish anything. So I haven't even finished my ornaments from last night. So I promise I'll get to it, but we'll see. I'm not as sleepy today as I have been, so we'll see how much I can get done. Cute heart on our cute mug. You could also just brick stitch this whole thing and do a heart on top, or do a snowflake on top, or whatever. Like, you don't have to do this heart if you don't love hearts. Okay? I'm not going to be weird if you alter things to make it so that it makes you happy. Okay, so next we're going to do the hot chocolate. That's what we drink in mugs around here, so that's what I'm calling it. So we've got the 801. Is that what I have on this? Let's see. I can't remember. Yeah, 801. I was hurrying to clean up last night, so. Okay. Let's see how many strands I've got here. Ooh, I've got 6. Perfect. Okay. So I know we already did this on the snowman, but I want to do a stem stitch on this because it will make a nice texture for it. Okay, so I've got 6 strands of the 801, and we are gonna stem stitch this. It will be a lot easier if you brick stitch this mug before you do the hot cocoa. So I'm just throwing that out there. Don't be like me. Okay, so stem stitch, we make a stitch. We keep the loop. We go up in the middle. We pull it snug. And we make the same size stitch. So from here to here, we do the same from here to here. Okay? And then we keep our loop on the outside of our circle. up in the middle. So we're just going to use that same hole and then pull it snug. Around and around and around. Okay, so here's what's been happening at my kids' school. So this is our last week before Christmas. They won't go back next week at all. And so what our school does is they do what they call intensives the week before Christmas. And they pick like one subject and they just like go all out and learn tons about that. So like my first grader or my second grader, they're learning about the solar system. So they had like somebody come talk the other night on Monday, if you were at that live when we were doing the mittens. We went to the school and like learned about, we like got to see pictures of solar flares and the planets and all that and learned all about it. It was fun. But they've been learning about it all week at school. And so, anyways, like Lincoln, was your intensive B's that one year? One year they learned like they had been learning about, I don't remember. Anyways, they just like, so Lincoln's this year, he's in 5th grade and they are learning about, he's like doing an art intensive, art and adventure. So they like go hiking. They went hiking so he was supposed to go, to a cabin for 2 nights and go snowshoeing and like they have like these fun art projects that they had planned. But then there was a winter storm warning, so they stayed home. So they went like hiking to a waterfall that's already frozen over and sketched it. And then like yesterday, they went, they stayed at school and did like a Bob Ross painting kind of a day. And anyways, and then today, Gemma was supposed to go to the planetarium in Salt Lake, which is like 60 miles south of us. But the planetarium was closed today because they got like a foot of snow in Salt Lake. So the planetarium was closed, so that got canceled. And then Lincoln was supposed to go hiking, snowshoeing again today, or they went hiking on Monday. So today they were supposed to go snowshoeing, but the canyon that they were going to go up was closed because of snow. So they stayed at school. And then today so school's normally out at 3. And at 1:30, the school like calls, texts, emails, all the things. We had to go get our kids because the city had a pipe burst and the water was shut off at the school. It had been shut off for like an hour and they were like, well, we need you to come get your kids because the water has been shut off for an hour and they don't see it coming back on anytime soon. So it's just been like this whole week of like craziness. So that's fun. We're excited to see what happens tomorrow. More craziness, I'm sure. So if you're not loving this stitch, you could also satin stitch this or long and short stitch like we did in the mittens. You could add some white French knots and make little marshmallows. Yeah. If my phone hasn't died by the time I finish the steam, I'll do some more of the mug. If you guys, I think I might do the handle on it. Oh no, but those intensives sound really neat. Yeah, they're so cool. We really like this school. It's a charter school, so they do a lot of hands-on, and they go on field work. They don't call it field trips. They do field work. Usually once a month, they leave and go do something. So like the older classes will go like rock climbing and skiing. Like Lincoln will go skiing in January. and Gemma's been canoeing this year, and that rounding wasn't working, so I ended my stitch and I'm starting a new one over here. But anyways, they do tons of fun stuff. They have like a dedicated art teacher. They have a dedicated PE teacher. The PE teacher is the one that like takes the older kids like rock climbing and stuff, skiing and canoeing, and anyways, he's great. We really like him. Okay, I'm just gonna do one more stem stitch just through this middle. It's kind of messy, but I like the texture. Okay. That was maybe too fluffy for this, but too late now. It's already done. Okay, let me tie this off. Sounds so fun because they usually don't do anything that last week anyways, at least until high school. Hayden has finals 2 more days. Oh my gosh, no finals. Yeah, that's partly why they do it. So Gemma's class last year, they did like holidays, like winter holidays. I want to say Christmas, but I know they like they learned about like Hanukkah and Kwanzaa. Anyways, they learned about like different like winter holidays that are like in December and November and stuff. And January, and anyways, they learned like about a bunch of different like celebrations around the world, or I don't remember what they called it. I think it was celebrations around the world, but anyways, that's what they did last year. So they just, yeah, that last week, like who is doing anything? So may as well do something fun. And then they do it again in the spring as well. They'll do another week of intensives. Not usually the last week, but maybe the week before the last week. I don't remember. Okay, so I'm going to do, my battery is at 20%, so I'm not going to be able to do more of the mug. I'm sorry. All right. So I've got 4 strands. I've got 2 of the Blanc and 2 of the gray 03. And I thought it would be fun to do, I can't remember the name of the stitch now, but it's similar to a whipped back stitch. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to back stitch this, but not in a straight line. So I'm just going to go and kind of make it curvy. Whoop. Oh, that is loose right there. Okay. So we're going to make kind of a curved line. And then we'll make a second one next to it. And then I'm going to go, and instead of going around it the same direction, I'm gonna go this way. And then I'm gonna go back this way. I didn't mean to pull this quite so tight because I want it to be like a curly piece of like steam. Then we'll go down here. Then it like curls a little bit. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Go this way. Whoop. And then back this way. Ooh, that looks fun. I haven't done the back and forth whipped one. It's called something specific, but I don't remember what it's called. It's like leaving my mind. Okay, and then we'll just go end it there. Oh, this needs to be pulled just slightly tighter. There. Cute. All right. And then, so I'm going to finish doing the brick stitch around here. The brick stitch on the handle, I'm going to do it in a curve like this way. And then I'm going to do just a back stitch around the back end of the coffee or hot chocolate or whatever. So that's my plan. I'm going to try and do it right now because what time is it? 7:30. So I have to get kids ready for bed for like another half an hour, 45 minutes. So I'm going to try and bust this out and then I'll put it on my stories. Yeah. And then, oh, you guys, I forgot again. The mittens, the string on the mittens. Okay. I'll do it. I still need to do it. But maybe I'll try to go live tomorrow. I know. Gosh, what is my problem? So let's see. The little baby I watch gets picked up about 4:30. So maybe I'll go live at like 5. And maybe I'll just go live at 5. And I'll finish this and I'll finish these. And then at 7, I'll come back and do the train. Okay? Oh my gosh. That should work. Okay. So I'm not going to finish this tonight. I'll finish it on the live. So if you want to watch me finish this and finish off these mittens, then we'll do that. So I do have baby brain and it's not even my baby. Gosh. But I cannot remember things. So anyways, yeah, I will come back tomorrow at 5. I'll do 2 lives tomorrow. One at 5, one at 7. We'll do the 5 o'clock and finish this because that's the last of it other than the French knots. So, anyways, I'm sorry. I will come back tomorrow and we'll have fun doing that. So anyways, you guys have a good night and let me know if you have questions and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.